Hello and good morning to everyone. So our today's date code question is 2615, that is sum of distances. So basically in this question we are given a zero indexed integer array named as nums, and it is given that there exists one another array whose length is the same as the length of the nums array, where each element of that array is basically the sum of difference of the indexes I minus j over all indexes j, such that the element at nums of j is equal to element of nums of I, and both indexes j and I should be different. And if there exists no such index j, then array of I will be 0, and we have to find the we have to return the array, right? So let's see the example to get the question more clearly. So see, at nums of 0, element is 1. So when we take I is equal to 0, what are the possible value of j? So j can be 2 and 3, because nums of I should be equal to nums of j. So if this is I, then these two can be the j. Now what we have to do, we have to store sum of j minus I. So 2 minus 0, 2, plus 3 minus 0, 3. So the sum is 5. So array of 0 will be 5. Then when I is equal to 1, I is equal to 1. So at I is equal to 1 we have 3. So there is no j, there is no value of j where nums of I is equal to nums of j and I is not equal to j. So in that case we have to write the value as 0. So we have stored the value as 0, as there is no pair formation, right? Then when we have I is equal to 2, so for I is equal to 2, our j value can be 0 or j value can be 3, right? For this, when this is the ri value, then we have 0 and 3. So j minus I, that is 0 minus 2 plus 3 minus 2, that is 2 plus 1. So the answer is 3. So we have stored 3 here. Then when I is equal to 3, then possible value of j is equal to 0 and j is equal to 2. So again j minus I plus again j minus I, it's 3 plus 1, answer is 4. And when I is equal to 4, there is no pair formation. So if no pair formation, then answer is 0. So we return the output array. Then let's see the example number 2. In example number 2 we have 0, 5 and 3. For 0 there is no other 0 available, so no pair formation, so we directly store 0. Same for 5 and 3, no pair formations are there, so we directly store 0. So let's see the constraints. So the array length is 10 ki power 5. So either some solution having time complexity n log n, or big of n. Big of n square will give us time limit exceed, right? And each element can be up to 10 ki power 9. So let's start with the brute force approach. So what we can do in brute force approach, we take a pair I comma j having nums of I is equal to nums of j. Then if this condition satisfied, then we find the difference, that is absolute value of j minus I. Then we find the difference and add this difference to the value that is already present at array of I, right? So this way we'll get the sum of all the values of j minus I, where nums of I is equal to nums of j, right? But the time complexity of this approach is big of n square, because finding all the pairs I comma j takes n square time complexity. So already we have discussed that n square will give us time limit exceed for the given value of n, that is lesser than or equal to 10 ki power 5. So we have to optimize this brute force solution. So what we do is, as we know, we can, instead of like checking all the pair, instead of checking every pair I comma j, we know we only want those pair where nums of I is equal to nums of j, right? So what we care about only those indexes, that have the same values, So first thing that we do is we group the indexes by their value. Suppose this is our example 1 3 1 1 2. So index number 0 2, index number 0 2 and 3 have the same value, that is 1. So we group these indexes at one place. Then index 1 has 3 value and index 4 has 2 value. So we have grouped the indexes based on their values. Now what we do is, now for each group we will compute the distances within the group only, right? Now instead of processing the whole array, we will process each group separately and compute the distances within the group, right? But if we still compute distance pairwise, like in a group. So suppose now we have group 0 2 and 3. So again if we form pair 0 2 0 3 and 2 3, so in worst case this still can be big of n square, right? Suppose our array has all the elements are same. So if we form the group, then all the indexes will be present in that group. So if all the indexes from 0 1 2 up to n minus 1, if all the indexes is present, then if we form the pair, it will be giving us big of n square. So we need to further optimize, the solution. So as we know, we are storing the indexes in the sequential order. So the list of the indexes in the group will be in sorted order, right? Let's say it will be position and having the indexes i0 i1 i2 and i3. Now for ith position, in the group, in the group, right, what will be its left contribution? Let's say left contribution, that means we have to find j minus I. Suppose if j is smaller, then the value will be I minus j. If j is bigger, then it will be j minus I. So for all the indexes that are smaller than position of I, it the left contribution will be position of I minus, let's say I0, then position of I minus I1, and up all the left indexes of position of I, right? This will be the left contribution. So as we know, our index is the ith index. So how many index is present on the left element? That is I indexes, that is from 0 to I minus 1. So how many times we get position of I? Position of I will be I times. So the left contribution is position of I into I minus the left sum, that is I0 I1 I2 and so on. So that is we are saying as left sum. So position of I into I times, it is repeating, see, I times minus sum of I0 plus I1 and so on. So that is what we are calling as left sum. So this is the left contribution formula. Then similarly, if you have to find the right contribution, so right contribution is, let's say, index number I2 minus position of I plus index number I3 minus position of I. So if you solve it, it will be I2 plus I3 plus and so on minus position of I, and how many times position of I will be repeating. So if we are taking ith index from the range, and let's say it has m indexes, then it will be repeating m minus I plus 1 times, right? It will be repeating, it will be, sorry, m minus I minus 1 times, right? So right contribution, will be a right sum, that is, let's say, I2 plus I3 and so on minus position of I into m minus I minus 1. Already on the left side we have I elements, and then one element is the position of I itself. Then the left are total is m minus I minus 1, right? So this is the contribution for the right this formula is for the right contribution. Now left sum is the sum of indexes before I in the group, and right sum is the sum of indexes after I, right? And what will be the total answer? Total answer for position of I will be the left contribution plus right contribution, that is a total answer. So array of index, that is position of I, will be left contribution plus right contribution. So let's try to understand it with the help of an example. So suppose this is our nums array. Then first thing that we do is group values, group the indexes, group indexes based on their value. So see, value 1 is repeating at 1 2 3, sorry 0 2 3, index 0 2 3. Then value 3 is present at index 1, value 2 is present at index 4. So now we have formed three different groups based on their different values. Now we process each group separately. So first we process for value 1. So for value 1, what are the positions? So value 1 is present at index number 0 2 and 3. So these are the three different positions. So first of all we find the sum of all these indexes, that is 0 plus 2 plus 3. So the sum is 5. Then we take left sum. Initially left sum is 0, right? Initially we will be at this index in the group, so left sum will be 0, and total number of elements are 3. So m is the size of the indexes that has the value. So 3 indexes has the value 1. So now we iterate over the positions array. So for I is equal to 0, the position of 0 is 0, position of 0 is 0. So we find the right sum. So right sum is the total sum, or we can say the sum. So sum is 5 minus left sum is 0 minus the current element is 0. So right sum is 5. So first we find the left contribution. So left contribution is position of I into I minus left sum, that's the formula. So position of I is 0 into I is 0 minus left sum is 0, so left contribution is 0. Then for I is equal to 0 we find the right contribution. So right contribution is right sum. So right sum value is, we have find 5 minus position of I is 0 into m minus I minus 1, that is 2. So right contribution is 5. So answer of 0 is basically left plus right. Left is 0, right is 5, so 5 is the answer, right? Now we increment our left sum. So we add the current index to the left sum. So current index is 0, so left sum still will be 0. Then for I is equal to 1, position of 1, we have current index as 2, right? Current index value is 2. So right sum is basically total sum minus left sum minus current element, that is 2. So right sum is 3. Then left contribution, still the same formula, that is position of I is 2 into I minus left sum still is 0. So left contribution is 2. Right contribution is right sum is 3 minus position of I into m minus I minus 1. So that position of I is 2, m is 3 minus I is 1 minus 1, so it will be 1. So right contribution is 1. So total is, answer of 2 is left plus right, that is 3. Now we add the current element to the left sum. So again it will be, left sum is 2. Then for I is equal to 2, we have position of 2 as, we have the index number as 3. So first we find the right sum, that is total sum minus left sum minus the current element, that is 0. Then we find the left contribution. So position of I into I minus left sum. So position of I is 3, position of I is 3 and I is 2 minus left sum is 2, so it will be 4. So right contribution is still 0, so the answer is, and the answer will be left plus right, so 4, right? So then for value next group, then we solve the next group. So in next group value is 3 and it is present at index number 1. So if only one element is pair, so no pair formation, so the answer will be 0, and the same will be for value is equal to 2. So what will be the final answer? So final answer is this 50340. So we written the answer. So let's see the code part. So in code part we have taken the size of the array, then we have taken a vector of type long that to store the answer, and then we have taken an unordered map of type int comma vector of int mp, which will group the values, group the indexes, group indexes based on their values. And in this loop what we are doing is we are storing each index based on their value in the map. So this index is for the grouping part, and then after once we have done the grouping part, we process each group separately. First we take all the indexes, we take vector of all the indexes that have the same value nums of I, then we find the sum of all the indexes, sum of all the indexes present in that group, right? Sum of all indexes present in the group, then we have taken left sum as 0 and m is the total number of indexes present in that group. Then we go to each position in that group, go to each position in that group, and we first find the right sum, and then we find the left contribution and right contribution using the formula position of I into I minus left sum. And for right contribution it will be right sum minus position of I into m minus I minus 1. I have already shown you like how we have derived the formula in the process, and then our answer will be left plus right, and then we increment our left sum, that is we add the current element, and at the end we return the answer. So I hope I am able to explain the solution properly. So if you like the solution, please make sure to like, share and subscribe the channel. Thank you.